Let's go on a hike. Let's go to the mountaintops. Let's go see the mountains show off. Let's go see where angels learn to fly. Let's go on a hike.
Pants and Curious George. It is just after 9:30 on day 60. I will be doing about 8.5 miles today, and I'll be stopping at the Iron Bridge Cafe for lunch, so I'm looking forward to that. One of my Trail Angel friends, Neil, has dropped a resupply bag that I left with him when I left their house at the Iron Bridge Cafe, so I will restock on my food and then should be at Springer, let me see, in 4 days. I expect to arrive there on Tuesday, March 4th. So it's exciting, but I'm also enjoying the heck out of the Benton Mackay Trail so far. It's just absolutely beautiful. And today looks like it's going to be another stellar day for hiking. So ready to hit the trail. You know the saying, what goes up must go down. And we are going down right now. We are going to be walking on a road for a little bit once we get to that point, but all the uphills that we've done, this is like a nice extended downhill. So I'm riding this wave as long as I can. Although, having said that, sometimes downhills, depending on the terrain, can be worse than going uphill, if you can believe that, because you're going slower watching your step. But this so far is not too bad. Just wanted to show you a little snitch of the trail. Check it in. So, bit of a navigational roadblock near Fall Branch Falls. It was very easy. I went up and down the trail like 2 times trying to find the right way to go. Finally got back on trail, but holy cow, I saw more people there than I have in the past 2 months. It was a little much. It was very crowded. So I'm glad to be back on trail right now. I'm walking down this dirt road, and I will hit a road walk in just a few. I'm going to turn the camera around for you. So, whew, I didn't realize this was spring break week. I guess a lot of families are out and about, which is nice to see. Families exploring with their kids, getting outside, enjoying what there is to see. Anywho, this is kind of boring, so just wanted to show you where I was at and the little delay I experienced. But I will check in when I get to the Iron Bridge Cafe. Can't wait. Looking forward to a good lunch. So my road walk is almost at an end. I have a little less than half a mile to go. I'm at the intersection of Aska Road and Stanley Creek Road. And right in front of me, oh my gosh, the smells coming from the Toccoa Riverside restaurant make me want to stop there and eat. But I am going to hold off until I get to the Iron Bridge Cafe because that's where my food drop is. And I know they have good food there too. So this is, Aska Road's a pretty busy road. I'm going to cross and walk on the opposite side. And I'll check in when I get to the Iron Bridge. So I'm walking alongside the beautiful Toccoa River. John and I have actually tubed down this river before. It's a lot of fun. And right up ahead, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to drop my poles. I'm going to zoom in, and there is the Iron Bridge. The cafe is right across the street, so we're almost there. Kind of excited. I'm ready for a little break, and I'm hungry. Excited at the intersection of Aska Road and Shallowford Bridge Road, and there is the bridge. I will walk over, going over the Toccoa River. I'll take a right and then pick up the trail again on the left. But what I'm excited about is that cafe right up there. Let's go find out what they have. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just left the Iron Bridge General Store and Cafe about 45 minutes past the time I wanted to, but that's okay. And if you'll notice, George now has a traveling buddy. His name is Fifi. That's what George's name was before he became Curious George. Anyway, the owner of the Iron Bridge Cafe came out and said, George needs a travel buddy. So now he has a travel buddy. Only problem is I got to carry him all the way with me. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But anyways, the offer was appreciated. So here we are walking across the old Iron Bridge, back to where the trail picks up. And I'll turn around and show you the views of the Toccoa. Feeling pretty darn good. Wouldn't mind tubing. A little bit chilly out today for it though. So I had the most delicious meal at the cafe. Here's hoping I can make the 3.5 miles to Garland Gap before dark. We shall see. I see double diamonds down there, so that's telling me that I need to turn. All right, I'm gonna put the camera away, focus on hiking. My belly is full. At least I don't have to cook dinner tonight. I can get to camp and just set up my tent. Check in later. So this, I'm assuming, is the teepee campsite they were talking about. You could actually probably fit, I'm going to say 2 tents. You could fit one right here, and then under this teepee over here, there's like a fire ring, but there's also room possibly there for another tent. I take that back, it's not a fire ring, there's just a couple of stones. So yeah, you could definitely fit a tent there. I don't know what they were, if there's any history behind them, or if somebody just took a bunch of sticks and leaned them up against the tree. But anyways, this is not our stop for the night, so we are going to keep going. And while I've got my camera out, I might show you that view of what I'm pretty sure is the Toccoa River off in the distance. Yeah, kind of neat. I love walking along these ridgelines. There's so much to see. All right, onward. We still have a couple miles to go. Man, that wind is whipping. I'm on a ridge. I have less than a mile to go to get to Garland Gap, but oh boy, all of a sudden that wind has gotten cold. So I just wanted to kind of show you. Yeah. We're headed up that way. There's a little incline there. I think that's where we're going. Oops, my hat just blew off my hood. All right, I gotta get going. I'm getting cold. I hope you can see what I see, but looks like our campsite is in view. See a nice flat stone there, which would be good if I was gonna cook, but I'm not. I'm gonna set up my tent and get into bed. It's only 6 o'clock, so that wasn't too bad, considering that I was hiking on a full stomach. Not sure I would do that again, because I felt really gross starting out. Anyway, oh man, look at this nice fire ring. Too windy tonight though for a fire. I don't want to be responsible for it. Anyways, we are here at Garland Gap, and it is time for Thanks Pants and Curious George and Fifi have made it to Garland Gap. I'm not going to do any more filming for today. This will be it. It's cold, the wind's blowing. I just want to get in my bed and get snug. Check in tomorrow. It's a little breezy inside the tent tonight. I thought I was done videoing for the day, but I figured I would record this. It's funny because it sounds like the wind is blowing a lot harder. You can hear it blowing around the ridge, but what's actually right around the tent is not as bad. Anyways, it was windy last night where I was too, maybe not quite this much. And I looked on the Weather Channel and it said 10 to 15 miles an hour. This is a lot more than 10 to 15, but as long as the stakes stay in the ground, I'll be all set. I think they'll be okay. Hopefully. I'll know in the middle of the night when the tent goes airborne. Whee!